Once upon a time, in a kingdom ruled by charts and checklists, strategy was something organizations had. But some dared to ask, what if strategy lives in what people do? Once in a land ruled by numbers and plans, strategy slept in econometric hands. In castles of logic, called towers of thought, they measured success in rational frames, but missed how power and practice stake claims. The kingdom of charts was tidy and clean, but blind to the doings behind the machine. The humans, the mess, the talk and the strife, all of the texture of strategist to life. But deep in the margins, a whisper took flight. What if strategy lives in what people ignite? Not just what firms have, but what people do, in meetings and murmurs and muddles and moves. So out they set, just a handful at first, with questions unorthodox academic thirst. Paula, Richard, Julia and David challenged the ways that strategies framed and graded. They spoke of praxis, of everyday deeds, of planners and doers and sociological needs. They followed the strategists through every hall and showed that the doing is what shapes it all. They said, look beyond the grand polished slides to where strategy quietly shapes and hides. Done in the doing, not just in design, in practice and context and power and time. Of course, not everyone embraced the tale. Some scoffed and said, they're just flipping burgers. Others asked, but where's the value here? Still the scholars pressed on, through critique and cheer. They planted new seeds at each conference and hall, letting 1,000 flowers bloom tall. Workshops and handbooks, sub-themes and debate, a movement emerged, resilient and great. From germination to blossoming years, they weathered resistance, they outgrew the sneers. With middle managers, tools and talk, they followed strategists on every walk. They showed how the mundane is never too small, how strategy lives in the hands of us all. Through praxis, practices, and people in place, they gave human action its rightful space. So here is the fairy tale, humble and true, of scholars who saw what others outgrew. They followed the doing, they rewrote the page, they brought back the people, they opened the cage. And Athens rings with this beautiful stance. Strategies lived, it thinks, moves and dances. Not just a plan, but a story alive. And thanks to these dreamers, it continues to thrive. And so, the tale lives on, in workshops, whiteboards, conversations, and care. Because strategy is not what a firm has, it's what we do every day together.